Hi, cruisers. Um, Today I got packing essentials. Yeah, that's what I got today. A packing list. So stay tuned. I'll be back. Hi, cruisers. How are y'all today? I hope that you're in good health and spirit. I'm Spiritual Butterfly coming to you from my channel called From Port to Port. It's all about cruising and things to do in the port, and I have other things that's coming to collaborate with that. It's about getting there, but anyway, for those of you who have come back, thank you. And those who just started, just showed up, appreciate it. Thank you too. So why don't you go ahead and click that subscribe button because I have a lot of content. This is about cruising and traveling and doing a lot of things that just to be outside and do things and explore the world. That's what I always wanted to do. So I'm going to give you a packing list of stuff that I take. So it might not be something that you might want, but it is something you can think about. Because there's a lot of videos out there about what the paint bring and everything, but it all depends on you. That's how I feel. What you need. Just because someone else say bring something doesn't mean that you have to get it too. Because like, why did I bring this? I don't even need this. So this is based off me. You might can pick and choose, pull from everyone else. And then you find out your click, the things that you feel comfortable with bringing in your packing list, and then you can share it with other people. So first and foremost, because a lot of us are either doing vlogs or they just want to pictures just to post on their page and everything, I always take from my packing list, which is number one. I'm not going to count them out because I'm going to stop counting because after a while I'm going to forget that I'm counting. But the main thing is on the top of my list is a no surge protector outlet. This right here. Can you see it? Okay, there it go. A no surge protector. It got the USB cord and the USB-C cords, and then you have your plug, and it turns sideways when you plug it in, so I guess it'll be out the way. But this is what I use to plug in everything that I bring, and I just plug it into the wall on the cruise ship and then do this. And this is a non-surge protector. I always keep this in my backpack because once I get to, I be want to go ahead and charge everything, because by the time you come from the hotel and then you videotaping stuff and your battery's going down, so I can always have this. I ain't got to wait on my suitcase. So but this right here, I got this in Amazon, so that's where I got that one from. So that works well. I don't understand why it's not a surge protector, because you use it at home just in case of lightning, but they tell you non-surge, so I guess that is because it done been through 3 cruises so far that after I got this, and it never was confiscated. Usually if they take it from you, don't take it here, you get it back when you get ready to go home. So but yeah, that's one of the main things you do right there is the non-surge protector, and it keeps everything that I need on there. Everything I need to plug up, I plug it up in there, so it is no problem. Okay, so let's see another thing that you can use. A luggage scale. Oh, I'm telling you. When I went on my last cruise, my suitcase was exactly 50 pounds. I didn't take nothing out of it. I didn't adjust anything. When I stopped at the hotel, I used everything in my backpack. That's why I say use your stuff in the backpack. But it's a scale, and this way you know exactly how much your luggage is. I'm telling you, this is a lifesaver, because I know exactly what's in there. When I can take out, adjust. Okay, maybe I can take out a pair of shoes. Okay, I can put it back in. Don't need that. Okay, maybe I take out this and put it back in. You know, you can scale it out. Right now, I'm getting ready to go on, but my scale says 35 pounds. And I got 12 days worth of clothing. I got shoes that goes with them. And I also have, I think basically, not really yet. When I put my cosmetic bag in, it is 44 pounds. That's what it is when I add the cosmetics. You know, you got your toothpaste and all of this like that. Yeah, that. Once I put that in there, it was 44 pounds. So I got to add a sweater because it gets cool. That should be on your packing list too. A jacket. But this right here, I got this also on Amazon. Yeah. And I carry this in my backpack all the time. I never pack it. Because how you going to check your luggage? I keep it in my backpack so that way I can check it and make sure, especially when you get ready to come back. Because them baggage fees, I'm telling you. Okay, so that part right there. And then, what's next? I got to check it off here because, man, you got to make a list. I ain't going to claim to remember anything because a lot of times I forget a lot of stuff. I'm going to take that out. Go ahead and take that out. All right. So another item that you can take as well. I forgot what I was telling you when I was talking about the surge protector. What else you needed to go in there, but Bluetooth speaker. So sometimes while you're getting dressed and everything, getting ready, you don't shower, you want to listen to some of your music. So I do. I download my music and then I have it. So the ones, if I go to the gym, I have my playlist. And then if I'm just want to sit and get dressed before I go out of the room, I get one of these. It's just like a small Bluetooth speaker. I got that one also on Amazon. And that way you can hook it up and then you can listen to your music or, whatever. So that's what I do. I do Bluetooth speakers. So that's on my packing list. I take that because then you just turn it off and go on about your business, because a lot of times you want to listen to some music. They don't have the music going on in your room, or you could probably turn on your TV and it might have like a little, but you want to hear your music and then you kind of like, all right, I'm ready to get in the mood. So that's what you do with that one. All right, let's go ahead and mark that one off. Next on my list is, the light jacket. When I say the sweater, I have a sweater and it has a hood on it. It's a thin sweater, but what it does, it keeps you a little bit warm from the chill. Because I'm telling you, going into the theaters on the ship, going into anywhere, a lounge, anywhere, restaurant, it will be chilly. That AC will be blasting. So just to put something light on, it kind of like do that. I mean, you can get a shawl or anything, but I have a sweater because my ears tend to get cold. So I like it to put it over there, and that way you can feel nice and cozy. So that's one of the other things on your list too. Take a light jacket or sweater or shawl or whatever that keeps you. So that's one of the other things you do. So I take that off. All right, so let's get a jewelry box. I got this little jewelry box here. This one's a small. I'm pretty sure they got a medium and then they got a large. But I don't like to take much jewelry because I wear the same thing all the time. But I do have ones for earrings because I like to change my earrings with it. So that's the only thing. But in here, you could put all your earrings in here and your rings as well. And everything fits right there inside. And then you just close it up and then you carry it with you. So that is on my packing list as well. It's a little jewelry case. It's small and it's compact. And I just drop it inside my backpack, carry it with everything as well as my Bluetooth, my surge protector, and my scale. Now, see, these things are small, so you don't have to worry about them taking up much space because I have an outfit in there. Because when you stay over in a hotel the night before the cruise, that's the stuff you're going to put on that morning to get on the cruise ship. So you have all your stuff. So when you're in the hotel, you have your surge protector. Even though you're going to have your suitcase, you don't have no reason to go in there at all until you get to the port. And then the port takes your suitcase and they bring it up to your room. So don't worry about getting that for a while. All right, so that takes care of that. My next one, oh, Dramamine and our seasick medicine. I get seasick. I know I get seasick. But I take nauseation medicine, which I got prescribed from the doctor, which is good. But I'm just giving you whatever it is that makes you, how you say it, keep you comfort for nausea. I've been on the ships where it'll rock a little bit and I felt it. I've been on it where it was rocking a lot and I just had breakfast and that just wasn't going to stay down. I had been on ships where, you start to feel queasy and everything. Then you don't want to get up because you feel like if you get up, you're going to feel more. So I take that and just put it up on my tongue and let it dissolve. So that's one of the ones I have. But I never take it before I get on the ship. I wait until that's when I take it. And a lot of times I take it, put it on my tongue, and I go to bed because it'd be later on. Because, once you get ready to go to a different port, you get into a little bit more of a rough seas. But a lot of times you don't feel it. Sometimes you do. But that's what I do with the seasick. And then I actually, one time when I was on Virgin, I got seasick. And one of the attendants that was cleaning brought me a green apple. And I ate a you cut it in half, and I took a half of that half, and I ate that green apple, and I felt much better. So it does work. Green apple does work, but I do have my nauseation pills as well. So that is another thing that I have on my list that if you're not thought about it, just get it then. I mean, if you go in the day before, you can always go to a drugstore somewhere in a hotel and down the strip from the port or whatever and get those things as well. Or just like me, I go to the doctor and get it prescribed. So, because I know I get seasick. All right. Wrinkle release. It's a little bottle and you take it and you spray it and then you take your hands and you press it out. You press it out and stretch it and press it out. It works. Then you have to let it hang up and dry. But now these days, a lot of times on a cruise, you can always go into the laundry room and they have washers and dryers and they also have ironing boards and irons too. So, but if you ain't in the sense of doing that, you could do that and then hang it up or take a shower and steam it and hang it up inside the bathroom. That's a lot of times what a lot of people do for that. So, but yeah, wrinkle release does work. You can get the small bottle and that usually works because I've used it and it actually works. First aid kit is another thing because a lot of times the medical is always on the fourth floor. It's the same floor gangway that you get off to go to the ports when the ship gets to it. But I always just carry it with you because a lot of times you're in your room, you don't cut yourself on the daily planner by accident or something, or you accidentally, pinch your hand in the door from the bathroom or something or whatever. You have your Band-Aids, you have your alcohol, you have your peroxide, just that's what I said, a little bit of a first aid kit, but like if you out, you're not in your room next to your first aid kit, then I suggest you go down to the medical and get aids. So, you can make your little kit as well. Get a little Ziploc bag, put a couple of Band-Aids in there, some, alcohol pads, some disinfectant, a pack of smelling salt, all that little great stuff, just to have a little cute little bag for that. That's what your first aid kit. Hand sanitizer. Always have hand sanitizer. I mean, you can find the little small bottles. I bring them all the time. Sometimes I have it hooked onto a bag that I'm carrying, so all I got to do is, because everybody is not sanitary, point blank. We found that out with COVID. So, but They do have a lot of hand washing stations, and when you walk in a place, you can stick your hands up under, and they give you the hand sanitizer. So you could do that too. But just in case, like if you get out in the port, there's not out there. So you exchanging money, you touching souvenirs that a lot of other people probably don't touch. You come out of that store and everything squirt, there you go, because you don't know what is on them things. I'm not a hypochondriac, I think that's how you say it, but I think about those things, so the same little cup you picked up, oh, ain't this cute? Just imagine 40 other people that probably done picked up that cup, because just how many other people done came off a ship and went into that same civil news store that you go into and picked up that same cup. So that's why I say keep hand sanitizer. But usually on the ships now, they're really equipped with hand sanitizing stations, so I suggest you use them. A lot of people don't, but that's what I do. I keep that with me as well. Let's see what else. A reusable water bottle. They have them now where you can make them flat and then collapse them. I look at those, I said, I don't think that's enough water for me. But you think about it. Do I drink at least 2 bottles of water while I'm out in port, or maybe 3? Because I usually drink about, so you never think about it. So that water that you get, I can fill my cup up with ice and everything and add water to it and then take it off the port. And I might end up buying another bottle of water out there. A lot of times it's not really that much, but at least you have your water to begin with. So that way when you go to the gym, you have a bottle, you can fill it up in there, and sitting watching a show, you might bring a drink, might not. You have your water bottle, especially if you want to walk around and you're drinking water all the time, i.e. me. I'm doing that. So, but yeah, a reusable water bottle is good as well. Sunscreen or a hat. I always wear a hat, especially I like the big brim one. Hey, it goes with everything, makes everything look cute. So that's what I would do. I would get one of that hats. And then you want to protect yourself. A lot of the cover-ups and stuff that I use or whatever, it always stuff that's long and thin. So that way the breeze go through it. You can get wet and it's easily would dry without it being soaking. You walk around in the water just dripping off of it. But it just be nice and thin and you stay cool. So you put a hat on. So just block yourself from the sun. Some places is not as hot, but still at the same time. Just because it doesn't feel hot doesn't mean you can't get sunburned. Let's see. Water shoes. Always get some water shoes. I mean, a lot of people run into the beach. They don't like wearing shoes. But a lot of times these days, a lot of beach surfaces have rocks. And they have shells. The shells be broken. They cut your feet. I fell on a shell off a sand pit. It probably about like this, but you lost my balance. But you do. But I wear shoes. Water shoes are not heavy. You can swim in them. You can walk around. You can grip on rocks and stuff and get through. Especially if you're going through excursions and stuff. You want to be able to, because a lot of time they won't let you go on excursions and be on things if you don't have closed-toe shoes on, because sometimes you have the water sandals, they're just not good. But a lot of times, I don't think they're too lenient with that, but you never know where you go. But at the same time, I myself wear water shoes because I don't like to walk out in the water, even though you could see it at the bottom and it's so pretty. I don't like surprises. I don't like walking on anything that might surprise me. But anyway, that's me. That's what I have on my list is water shoes. Shower caps. You can get them at the Dollar General or whatever. They're little plastic shower caps. To me, I'm a hoarder of food and snacks and stuff like that. Especially on, you get it. I know I want it, but I don't want it right then, but I know I'm going to want it later. That's what I do. So, I get those plastic caps, and then with those plastic caps, you could take them, open them up, and put them over on your plate. Voila. You want to take it with you, because people, you walking around, you going from one area to the other by the buffets. I really hate them though, but that's another thing that come what I use with the buffet. But I get them so that way you be walking around, people be talking. I don't want that stuff over my food. I try to protect. I know I can't protect it that often, but I know that that's what I want to do. I make me feel good, just knowing that I might have protected it a little bit for myself. That's just for my sanity. Okay, but yes, the little plastic cap, the little clear ones. You put your stuff on your plate, and then you take it and put the thing on your plate, and then you can walk back to your elevator and everything, and no one has to be all over your food, and that way you can carry it without it falling over or anything like that. So, but you can also bring Tupperware. I heard some people bring Tupperware. I don't think I want to pack no Tupperware, because that just take away from a pair of shoes that I might want to wear, because I might brought it to wear with that outfit and then decided not to. But some people do. They bring little small, I guess, the little throwaway Tupperware that they can use it and just leave it. So, but yeah, the plastic shower caps, that's what I use when I go and pick up little desserts or little, sandwiches or something that I want to eat later, and I put it in there, and I could just go ahead and throw it in the little refrigerator or just leave it sitting on top of on my desk in my room. That way when I'm ready for a little treat, because sometimes I get a tune when there's really nothing going on. I just want to sit in my room and I want to watch a movie or something. I got snack. See what I'm saying? So that's what it is. The little plastic caps. That is really good. A small power source to take with you to charge other things when you get off the boat, so that way you won't be trying to film your most daring moment that you zip lining and you're gonna jump off into the blue hole in Jamaica and your battery go dead. Then you got to do it again because you got to charge it for at least a few minutes, because I'm gonna get this shot. But yeah, just a little small thing of power source just to bring with you, so that way you won't have to, feel like you finna battery's going dead. That thing start blinking. You're gonna get it. Your battery's going. So, but anyway, power source. That's another thing I have on my list as well. Loose bills. When I come, I always take bring extra loose cash. I get, I always get it in like fives and some ones. That's what I get it in. I do not have big bills. I do not have 20s, 10s, 50s, or either hundreds. None of those. I just have fives and ones. Reason being is that a lot of times when, let's say, for example, when I was in Puerto Rico and the guy wanted to take us to the port, he charged $20 plus $1 for each package of luggage. So I only had to pay $20 for him to take me to the port and $1 for my luggage. So it was $21. So I gave him, 4 5s and a 1. You do it that way. I don't like to give out big bills because a lot of times it makes you seem like you have more than what it is, and it's easier to keep track of because you give them $20 and you're trying to figure out how much you're supposed to get back, and there's a lot of people talking and they give you, and then you walk back down, hold on, they shorted me $7, stuff like that. So I always get loose bills all the time, so I get those, basically a lot of ones. If you bring like $200 in cash, bring them all in fives and accept $20 in ones, something like that. So that's what I do. I always bring loose bills, and then it's easier to tip the cabs like that too, because the cabs you can give them $5, $10, which I never give them no more than $10 just to take me to someplace in the port. I mean, once you get off the ship, $1 works well too, because you can add that extra dollar, to the, and that actually be their tip, So that's what I do. All right, let's see. I'm up here trying to see this while I can't see without my glasses on. If you don't get a drink package and you're not really a drinker, you are allowed to bring 1 bottle per person of wine. So, but I don't drink, but that is just something that you could think about it. But if you do bring it, just know that they're going to charge you a corkage fee. The corkage fee charges, I think, from 15 up to $35, I think, maybe, or 25, something like that. So they'll charge you to uncork it. So, but on my list, if you want wine, I be thinking about bringing stuff. But by the time I figure out if I want to, I don't know, because I'm still trying to figure out what type of wines I like. So on this trip, I think I'm going to be on a wine tasting. So that way I can get familiar with wines. But yeah, you are allowed to bring one bottle per person. So it's 3 people in the room, 3 people. All of y'all can bring a bottle of wine, and y'all can just drink that the whole time, and you ain't got to worry about getting a drink package. But it's good to have it, except for Virgin, because Virgin, you have your sodas, you have your juices, you have your water. All of that is included except for the fresh press that's on the drink package. But anyway, for alcohol. Latex gloves. I bring latex gloves, just one, because I hold my hand on my plate. Because the tongues that you do sometime in the buffet, yeah, I know, but people, yeah, so that's what I get the gloves for. The gloves, I use them, and then after I take it, I sit down, I pull them off, use my hands, sanitize it, and throw the glove away. So I get a whole bunch of disposable ones so I can take it off so it won't be reused again. But that's what I do. I use it to, when I go to the buffet, because everybody, how many people don't touch it by the time you get there? I mean, it's not like you're going to be the first one in there and be the first person to touch it. So, but that's what I do to latex. That's what's in my list. Shower shoes. I always wear shower shoes. No matter who shower you get into, even if you got kinfolk, I wear shower shoes and they shower. Because you don't know. But anyway, I always got a little pair of flip-flops that is lifesaver, so I always wear those in the shower. So that's one thing I always keep up with. I always have a shower shoes. Rain poncho, just in case it rains, because sometimes you get to the ports and it's cloudy, you look out your balcony, you're like, oh man. Or if you're insider, like I do a lot, because I'm never really in the room. But sometimes they upgrade you to a balcony. I'm like, I like where I'm at because it's the solitude for me. But anyway, poncho, because a lot of times you get out there and you see it just cloudy, and then the weather would be on the TV in your room, so you could basically see it's gonna be cloudy for this stuff, but sunshine later on. Because I've been out and it was nice out, then all of a sudden I said, okay, I'm gonna go out about like 11 or 12, and I come out there, it's like it was about a thunderstorm. But I still got off the ship anyway. But I had an umbrella. I had a little small one, but it was in my little bag. But it started raining, but it didn't rain as much where you had to go seek shelter. It was enough where I was walking that I can go in and then start looking out through the vendors and stuff, because it was inside of a, then you see some people putting up their tarps on the stuff outside, but it really wasn't enough to cause you to just like, I need to go back and be soaked. No, but sometimes it does rain, and you could be out there and it says it's going to rain later. And I've been out into the beach where it started raining. I'm in the beach water. And then you see people running like, we're already in the water. We're already in the water. So why are you running out of the water first? It's raining. It stopped. But I just make no sense. You was already wet. But I hate getting wet by rainwater. But when it's like that, it just seems that certain places to me, rainwater is a little bit different. But anyway. But ponchos. Ponchos are small, but certain cruise line offers your umbrella. Yeah, like Cunard and Viking. Yeah, they automatically have like, yeah, umbrellas. But anyway, Let's see. I think that's it with the packing list. And yep, that's it. That's all the stuff that I pack. And that's basically is inside of my cosmetic bag with my toothbrush, stuff like that, and stuff in my backpack, and then whatever inside of my suitcase. But that's it. So thank you. I really appreciate you for coming and taking the chance out just to listen to my packing list. It might not be the same as yours, but maybe some of this might inspire you to add some things to your packing list, okay? But again, I'm Spiritual Butterfly, and as is always, thanks for coming. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. All right, I'm out.